Hi everyone. Um, this is your friendly neighborhood shadow doing a live on how to make calico beans. Now, I've got my tablet here so I can show you things, and why that is that way I have no idea. So let's get this camera switched around. There we go. There we go. I've got my tablet here so I can see comments as they come in. And of course, I've got a few second delay. But I'm making calico beans. I've got most of my stuff that I need done. Something I don't want to use. So one of the first things you want to do is I already got my onions cut up. And you want to make sure you got a sharp knife because you want to cut up your bacon into strips. You know, it's a little easier if you just, instead of taking the whole thing, take a little bit and just cut them up a little bit at a time. You want to cut them up into chunks. You don't want big pieces like this. You want little chunks. Throw them in your frying pan with your meat. You want to make sure you got a sharp knife. It doesn't help if you've got bacon that's really fatty. You know, sometimes you can't help but get bacon that's really fatty. But as I was cutting this up, I hit my onions on it, heated up my oven to 350. Because that's what you want to start cooking at. Ooh, almost lost that. So I've got most of my bacon cut up. Sometimes you ain't going to be able to get it all perfect. Just do what you can. Get it into chunks. Sometimes the bigger, the better. But because when the bacon cooks in the meat with the meat here, you're going to get a lot of good flavor. And sometimes that'll cook down. Don't worry about it. This one I got a lot of fat. Such as the price you pay for, $3 bacon. So that's all right. You know, if you cut your bacon into skinny strips, you'll get pieces. I don't know if you can see it, but like this, little pieces. What's funny is I'm watching myself on the tablet, and it's actually quite, watching the second delay, it's actually quite funny. So, cutting board goes away. I have, where'd my onions go? Oh, there's my onions. Throw your onions in there. So it's one medium-sized onion. So to get this, you want a pound of hamburger, a pound of bacon, one medium onion, minced if you're going to use them frozen, you know, cup of ketchup, cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of mustard, 4 tablespoons of molasses, 1 can of kidney beans, 1 can of lima beans, 1 can of butter beans, and 1 can of great northern beans, and I use a big can of pork and beans. Now the beans you can, you know, like the lima beans, butter beans, great northern beans, you can switch out for other beans. Not a big deal, right? Keep your kidney beans the same. So now that I got this going, you're cooking the bacon and the onion with your meat. And I'm using 80% ground, 80% lean. And you just want to season that a little bit. You don't want a lot of seasoning. You just want some pepper. Just a little bit of pepper. And I pop the lids off. And I like doing my own ground pepper. So as this is cooking, what I'm going to do is get my trusty can opener. And I'm going to open up my cans so I can get them done. Now, because you're going to add all this into a roaster later. You've got a big colander. I'm going to throw some dog food in there. Oh, there's my other can of beans. That would have been disastrous. Anyways, we just got done shopping. So, but I do see 3 of you in here. If you want to pop on and say hi, at least, that would be great. Then I know who I got in here. Now I'm draining my kidney beans. I'm just dumping it all into one colander. I don't need to drain and set aside each can. Just dump it all in there. Except your pork and beans. You don't want to drain your pork and beans. Make sure you get all the beans out of your cans. Now you can cook this in a crock pot, but it's going to take you about 2 to 3 hours on high. So, oh, God, it seems that it didn't want to go. All right, so now I'm getting my ketchup. Getting my mustard. Sure. Yep. And I've already got my molasses. And you know, I know what you're saying. Oh, molasses. It's going to taste pretty bad. No, it's not. It's actually going to taste pretty good. That in there. Sorry for stepping out of frame, but trying to have this show you what I'm doing. So browning the burger, cooking the onions and the bacon at the same time. It's also going to cook in the oven. Now this is actually going to cook for covered for 45 minutes, and you got to uncover it for 20 minutes. And then I'm sitting here going, yeah, because I got another show I'm going to be doing about 7:30, 8 o'clock. As soon as I'm done with this, I'll be popping on to my other show, the Biker Roadhouse. So you want to make sure you get this all nice and browned up. As I got that all drained out, now I'm going to go get the rest of my stuff on. So now I need a cup of ketchup. Oh, I forgot my brown sugar. I got to get my brown sugar. And where's my brown? There it is. And so what I need now is a cup of brown sugar. Oh boy. So to get my 1 cup out that I need for my dries. For my liquid. Oh, that's teaspoons. I just need teaspoons. The joys of cooking. 1 teaspoon. All right. I gotta get my. Oh, let's see. That's about all I need. So now, what you want to do? This is still cooking. Out of the shot is a watermelon. Only one person's going to get that joke. This is all browning, all nice and wonderful. And you kind of do want to drain your meat. And what you're going to do when you're done, you want to put it in a roaster or a medium-sized roaster. I can do 2 batches in this one, but being as I'm just doing one, for my family reunion tomorrow. So what I'm going to do, I got my beans all drained. Got my beans in the roaster. Actually turn that a little bit. Now I need 1 cup of ketchup. And you just work that sucker out until it starts to squeal. But it's not squealing this time, so because it's not empty. There's your 1 cup of ketchup. Always clean up as you go, because it makes the person who cleans up your kitchen, most likely you, an easier job. Knife sharpness goes away. Now, I need 1 cup of brown sugar. What you're going to do is you're going to pack that sucker pretty tight. Most people, they have a little disc in their brown sugar to keep the brown sugar moist so that it doesn't get hard. And so what you want to do is just take the spoon in your container, scoop it out, falls on the counter a little bit, not a big deal because your counter is clean. And you just want to pack that 1 cup. You don't want it loose. Pack it in there. Don't worry, you can always get more brown sugar later. 1 full of brown sugar. Dump that in there. If you got a little bit on your counter, not a big deal. Take it, toss it in there. It'll cook. So now I got that. Now I need to add my mustard and molasses. But my meat is done, so I'll take the meat off and draining that. Making sure I'm getting all the onions and stuff out of there. Turn the pan to the stove because you don't want to put it on a hot pan in a cold sink or on a nice cool counter because you're just going to ruin the counter. Now I'm getting the mustard. I need 2 teaspoons of mustard. I shake my mustard up because when it settles, it gets all kinds of juices. So you want to mix that juice in there. And that squirted. It said it didn't like to be squirted, squeezed. And there's your 2 tablespoons of mustard. Well, I'm using the same tablespoon for my molasses because I don't have really a liquid container to do my molasses in that tells me teaspoons. So, but for molasses, I need 4 teaspoons. So, this is, make sure, 1 teaspoon. Just squeeze it till it comes out because it runs slow. And you want to try to make sure you get that out as much as you can for the next one. So what I do is I just go in there, rub it into some of the beans. But then I have trouble getting the beans out of the measuring stick or whatever spoon, whatever you call it. The food measuring device, that's what we'll call it. So now you got your molasses all in there. Yeah, it's pretty noisy. Now you want to take your pork and beans. You're really supposed to use your small can of pork and beans, but I always like to put the big can. Put the big can in there. And you just dump that right in there. And I got most of that out. As soon as I'm going to use this to stir everything. It's all right. And I have to take the garbage out. That's all right. And now, now that your meat is drained, add your meat in. And stir it up really good. Like I said, this will hold 2 batches. But as I'll show you here in a minute. You know, 1 batch is going to be enough, really, getting this all mixed up. I'll show you. How full that is on that roaster. And boy, does it look yummy. And there's the watermelon. So, put my tripod back away from the stove. And what you want to do is take it, throw your lid on it, and then put it in your oven for 45 minutes. Now, all I got to do is a little bit of cleanup. And I'm kind of a little disappointed because y'all been talking and I ain't seeing the damn word you're saying. Oh, there we go. So, hey, Jamin, process. You're the only 2 in here right now. Wait. Seriously? A hairnet? A hairnet? You're going to get on me about a hairnet? Seriously? It's in a ponytail. It'll work. It'll work. Getting caught up on the chat here. What's wrong with this beard? I mean, nothing's going to fall out of this beard. It's actually called for us with long beards, it's called a food catcher, so that we can save food for later. If it falls, we just pick it up, eat it later. That's a little joke, you know. Well, of course you're not fat phobic because we're both big. I'm actually losing weight. You know, hopefully to be down 250 pounds come November if I keep losing the weight I am. You know, but like I said, we're making calico beans. This is my family recipe. You know, never cooked. Why would you cook bacon naked? You get all that grease splattering on you, and it hurts. So what you need, yeah, I'll show you what you need. You need this little thingy. This is a screen to go over your pan, like so. So you don't splatter grease everywhere. Get that back out here. See process? You need one of these. you know. If I could get a naked lady to walk through my house, I'll do it. You know, I won't put her on camera, but you know, actually, a naked lady does walk through my house. I ain't gonna tell you who. You know, if you can't figure that one out, then you know. Um, yeah, but yeah, Jim, and I'm making calico beans. It's my family recipe. I have it here in the Minnesotan Supporting Our Troops cookbook, and I can never remember the recipe, but I have it written. I have it here now, so I can make it whenever I want, whenever I don't lose the damn cookbook. You know, hey, I like that. Shadow's heart stopping beans. I like that. Wait till you taste them. Oh my God, they are just not better than riding a bike or sex. I'll tell you that. Or having a beer. It ain't better than that. I'm sorry. I mean, come on. There are things more important than the beans. Well, do I have to teach you how to make chili too, Jamin? I mean, you're cooking it like chili, but it's not chili because I got peppers. Hang on, I got to show you this. This is my first harvest of peppers. These are candy cane peppers. Shouldn't have a lot of heat to them. I do believe that's a jalapeno went from green to red. These are, I want to say early flame. I'm not sure. I'm leaving these on until they all go red, but I got quite a bit. I got to pick another harvest out for my peppers. I got a lot more. And I'm going to dehydrate them in the oven instead of using a dehydrator. Turn them all into, dry them out, smash them up, put them into spice for chili. Make it a chili spice. There four different peppers. And three of them are hot, one is not. Am I going to try eating one? No, because I ain't that brave right now to eat a pepper. Just saying. Peppers and me just don't. No. I can't. When I was a kid, I used to eat a lot of heat. But as I'm older, I can't handle it anymore. My dad used to make chili. And when I was a kid, I would eat 2 or 3 bowls of his chili, and he'd make that sucker so damn hot. I don't know what the hell he put in there. Probably cayenne pepper or something, red chili pepper. But I'd eat 2 or 3 bowls of that. Go back the next day when it was cold, heat it up to have some more. Now, I had his chili uh, 15, 20 years ago. So I was with my ex-wife when we were still together. Ate 2 or 3 regular spoonfuls of that, and I couldn't eat it. Just couldn't eat it. It was too hot. Let it sit. Big mistake. Big, big, big mistake. And why do you not what happens when you let things sit overnight? Things meld, flavors meld, your spices, all that meld together. And they all just join in and just, the taste comes alive a lot better. Well, I took this bowl out, heated it up. Now we're talking about midday, the next day, midday. heated it up, took one spoonful, and I had to dump it because it was so goddamn hot I couldn't eat it. I just couldn't. So when I make my chili, I make a big pot, a big stock pot, and I'll add about 6, 7 drops of Tabasco sauce, and I'll throw in some cayenne pepper, a little bit, not a lot, and a little other hot spices, and it doesn't even come out hot. Even if you let it sit the next, it doesn't come out hot. So, and that's good because my wife doesn't like hot. She likes hot food. She doesn't like spicy hot, and it's just I can't really call her a wuss because she never really could handle spicy hot. And now that I said I really can't call her a wuss, she's probably going to come walking in. She's at Target getting us candy and gift card for the family reunion because you know, the president of the family, which is my wife, this is her last year, so they'll pick a new president tomorrow. And the president is responsible for like a 20, I think a $25 gift card and candy and a container to put it in, and the kids that are there will take an estimate on how much candy is in that container. Of course, we have it all figured out. We count it as we put it in there, so we know how much is in there. And then the kid that the kid that guesses the closest. I have not been drinking, by the way. I haven't had any beer or wine. Um, Gets the candy. And if it's the only kid, they just get the candy and the rest of the bag. You know, just for being at a family reunion. Then we do a drawing for the adults for the gift card. I haven't won since I've been going back. It's rigged, I tell you. It really is. You know, and looking at my chat again. What are you watching after this, Jimin? Do I have to? Ah, you said stop making all that noise. You know, I gotta, because my chat's not loading up on this damn thing. Go back into it. So Mad's life said I was supposed to have a bra. Honey, it you can't put this in a bra. They just hang loose and natural. I'm sorry. I mean, but I'm not going to go into that because this is a cooking show and not about how do I say it without throwing people off and not turning them off to not watching. A big handsome guy with long hair and a beard and a bra. Let's put it that way. um, yeah, it's hell getting old because you can't. Even if you could eat spice, you can't eat that anymore. There are some people I know that can eat spice like they can, like no tomorrow, and just eat and eat and eat. I can't. You know, I can't eat the spice I did before. So, all right, you gotta head to the store, and the process has a video out. So what I'm gonna do, click on the process. All right, so Jamin and process, I made you guys moderators. So process, if you want to go ahead and drop your link in, do feel free to do so. And Jamin, if you want to drop your link or the unaffiliated link in there, go ahead, feel free to do so. Um, it's easier for you guys to do that than it is for me. You know, is it going to show that I'm live? No, of course not. I have to go into my own page. You want to see the dish when I'm done? Oh yeah. I mean, it's got 30 minutes with the lid on. Then I got to cook it for another 20. How in the hell? I got to find enough content just to fill that time. You know. So, well, what do I talk for the next hour? Because by the time I'm done with this, I'm almost going to be heading out to, well, I'm going to get grab some leftovers and eat that, and then I'll head up and do the Biker Roadhouse. You know, that's one thing I can talk about is the Biker Roadhouse. I got to keep refreshing this. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to do this. Switch my account to the Biker Roadhouse. Come into my live. That way I can see you guys and see me in real time, pretty much. Yeah, I'm going to try to stay live as long as I can. You know, just trying to find some things to talk about. I tried throwing the link in here before, and I might just have to do it off my phone. I was thinking of having people jump in, but I'm just going to grab some links here. But I hate this tablet because I got everything on here. And I don't know which channel is which. It just shows me an icon. So trying to view their channel to get their info. But it's not letting me do that at the moment. Don't know why. Oh, I hit the wrong goddamn button. All right. So what can I talk about? And of course, I didn't make the Biker Roadhouse a mod, so I'm just going to have to do that. Hi, Gloria. I saw you on there. Sorry I didn't say hi right away. And of course, say, Gloria, sweetheart, you're subscribed to the process and the unaffiliated. I want to make you a moderator. If you want to go in, grab their links and drop them in here, would you be able to do that for me, please? And I made you a moderator, so you can do that. I got a way to make me a moderator, and I'm going to do it. What's funny is watching myself come up live on my own page. All right, I'm going to do this now. Switch it out. So what you do, Gloria, is you just go to their page and you go to about, copy their link, and then come back in here and put it into the chat. That's what you do. Sorry, guys, I'm just busy trying to get this done. So I'll even show you. I go to the unaffiliated, go to their view their channel, about, copy, hit their link, copy that. Come back to my live, and now it says it wants to do all that. And then you just do that. Hey, Agent, how you doing? I think I said that right. Yeah, I'll add you. Of course, I'm in the wrong account again. Oh, I'm having fun with this. um, there, Agent, I made you a moderator. Um, are you, Agent, are you familiar with the process? You got him? Are you subscribed to him? Doesn't. In order for me to see your comments at real time, I got to do it this way. Hey, Jack, would you be able to drop the processes link? Um, his new, you can drop them both. He's mostly working off his new one. You know, I really appreciate that. So, what the biker roadhouse? We'll just talk about the biker roadhouse for a bit. Um, why? I wonder if my camera's blurry because it's blurry on here. Doesn't show it on there, but I got a way to fix that. Bear with me. Nothing wrong with your camera. Thank you, Jack. But the Biker Roadhouse, all that is a channel about bikers being bikers. You know, we talk about normal things. You know, we oh geez, I mean we just talk about every little everyday things. And now it says my Bluetooth is down to 10%, so I'm going to shut that off. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Should be able to. Can you all still hear me? Okay. So the Biker Roadhouse is just a show about bikers being bikers. You know, talking about biker things, pretty much. You know, just things that everybody else talks about. About biker things. You know, turn that volume down on here. I don't need echo. But that's for the Biker Roadhouse. And all that is bikers being bikers. We just talk about biker things. We might talk about different repair shops, different bikes. You know, how the weather is going to be for a ride up on the coming weekend. You know, I was on the unaffiliated. I was on their show Wednesday night, 4 hours, 4 hours, and we just talked about anything and everything, and that's an independent biker show. So, and we just talked about bikes, watermelon, riding through the mountains, the plains, you know, going on rides, stuff like that. That's what we talked about. And then we got into, after about the 3 hour mark, we kind of got a little goofy and stuff, and we started issuing challenges. And I ain't gonna say what my challenge was, and that I'm going to do. You're going to find out in a live at some point. You're going to find out what my challenge was, because you know I do things to motivate people. When you're a leader, you do things to motivate people. And when I worked when I was chairperson for the JCs at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival, 10 beer booths, by the way, I needed them to sell beer. So what did I do?
I issued a challenge. I said, if you guys can sell more beer than you did, and it's going to get loud because the wife just came home, so you're going to bark. There they go. That's all right. I saw you walk up, and they're going to get loud. That's Thor barking, by the way. He's our house alarm. You can't come in my house without him coming up. But anyways, I was trying to get them to sell more beer. And so I issued a challenge that if they sold more beer than they did in 2018, I'd wear a dress. Well, let's put it this way. They almost oversold sold more than what they did in 2018. Only a couple pubs matched or beat what they did. And I ended up wearing a dress. You know, they gave it their best shot. They didn't really outdo what they did the previous year, but they busted their ass. They tried so hard to sell. They were out there hawking. They were trying everything they could for hockey. They even got creative by using strings and pulleys in a puppet way for you to drink your beer. If I can get a video of that, I will. And it was really fun to do. That was the most creative. Go more quiet. Oh. And they got most creative collector award that year. And that was Justice Pub. But anyways, they gave it their best. They tried so hard. So, you know, out of good faith, because they tried, I wore the dress. No, I had a bra underneath, yeah, because I had to have boots. You can't wear a dress without boots. Sorry. Yeah. Not me. And I wore my jeans underneath. It was a cold day. It was a cold day. Not too cold though. But so I wore a dress. No worries, AJ. AJ, no worries. But so I wore the dress for the one day. The last Saturday, which is called the Day of Wrong, is you just dress the way you want within reason because it's child friendly. The family show now, and you know, so wearing the dress wasn't out of line. It was pretty well in line for what we were doing. And we had fun with it. There is a video of me floating around of one of my greatest and bestest friends. I love him to hell. Trying to teach me how to walk like a drag queen. You heard me right. A drag queen. He is a drag queen. And he tried to teach me how to walk, how to do my hips. You can't teach a straight man how to walk like that. Maybe you can, but but there's a video of me of him teaching me how to do this, and I hammed it up, and I broke everybody that was watching. It was so hilarious. Now, do I know where it is? No. Do I know who has it? Yes. Am I going to tell you who? No. Why? Because I'm not stupid. I ain't gonna let you guys get hold of that. That'll be all over YouTube. I'll tell you that. So went to the back of the roadhouse to the rents. I don't even know how in the hell. Oh yeah, the unaffiliated thing. So but bikers just being bikers. One thing people don't realize is that us who ride are just normal people. We're just like Joe Blow down the street or my next door neighbor. The only difference is I have a motorcycle and I enjoy it. And I like it loud so I can piss people off sometimes. You know, so that's a biker roadhouse. I do believe I dropped the link in here for that. Um, Go ahead, subscribe to it. I would really much appreciate it. Because after this is done, 11 more minutes before I take the cover off. I'm going to grab something to eat quick, and then I will head upstairs with a glass of wine, maybe a pop, and start in on the Biker Roadhouse. I'll broadcast on this channel as well, so that people who aren't subscribed can see it as well. You know, so.
Okay.
And
pause and come here. I have a favor to ask.
my co-host XS650 won't be with us tonight because he drives bus for the school bus company. He drives Carter, so he's pretty busy. He ain't got the time, so I'm going to talk to him and see what time we can set up. So that's a Biker Roadhouse. Come check it out. You know, if it's not for you, it's not for you. I understand. But like I said, it's guys, just bikers being bikers, just mountain moose being who we are. That's all it is. We're not mean. We're not evil. We do like to nibble a little bit, but so, and now with that second channel, I'm really busy because I got to do content for 2 shows. And I kind of got a hint that someone's looking for a co-host for another show. So I might jump on that. I don't know. I don't want to overstretch myself on things. But maybe I can talk about the Mediterranean diet a little bit, since it is a cooking video, and I just promoted other channels. Hey Jeff, drop the link for your channel in here too, please, if you haven't already, so that people can come and subscribe to your channel as well. I mean, I want to help you out as best I can. You know, but the Mediterranean diet is basically Greek and Italian way of cooking with their spices and fruits. We've got I made a tilapia with feta cheese and grape tomatoes. You cut them in half, put them on there and cook them. You know, stuff like that. Getting tired of salmon, so I'm trying to go back to cod and tilapia. We had halibut with my own seasonings, which was, and it was smoked. We smoked that along with a big fillet of salmon. And that turned out pretty well. The halibut turned out a little dry, only because I didn't have a thing of water inside my smoker to keep things moist, resulting in uniform change. So, but otherwise, it was pretty damn good with all the spices I put on there. You know, and we grow our own herbs. You know, so when we get enough of them, the wife takes them, dehydrates them, and puts them in the containers. I learned about it. You know, so we use our own garden grown herbs, and you put them in the container, they're still considered fresh. So that's but yeah, anytime you can use fresh herbs, do so. Don't be afraid to go to the store and buy from there if you can't grow your own. A lot of the times they will have plants that you can just buy, put them on your shelf, water them, put eggs on, and do it that. But it's mostly fish. You don't have to eat just fish, like shrimp and all that. You can have your beef, pork, chicken, duck. You can have all that, but they do it in such a way to their spices that it's a lot more healthier for you than just doing it that way. And everything is for the fish and all that is baked. You don't want to fry it, no, because that it ain't frying ain't healthy for you. Baking is the healthiest way to make food, other than a frying pan if you want to mix things up. So but everything is baked. And my wife was laughing at me for some
No,
reason.
I'm not. I'm laughing at something completely other.
Uh-huh.
I'm laughing at something I did.
So. But yeah, it's fish. You can eat meat. A very good dear close friend of mine, cut meat out for 6 months, and all she eats is the fish, shrimp, lobster, that stuff, and salads. I haven't gone that far. I do fish 3 nights a week, maybe sometimes 4, and the wife cooks the chicken, the pork, the beef. Although the last few days I've had um, goulash and tater tot hot dish and stuff in moderation. I haven't had big helpings, but we've got leftover fish coming out of our ears that we're having a leftover night tonight. So I've got salmon. We've just got all kinds of food that we got to eat up. So, but the Mediterranean diet is good for you. It's awesome. I've been on it for almost the 20th will be. Oh, it's been 2 months, and I've lost almost 10 pounds. I do believe I've lost 8. So it works. For my carbs, I substitute rice in, or I'll do a couple baked potatoes for my carbs. That's it. And we're mostly eating salads and other veggies. So I mean, it works. It really does. So if you want to lose some weight over time, the Mediterranean diet is good for you, and the doctors say it is the best diet for you to be on. So, if you got any questions about that, let me know. I'm gonna switch my channels back over here. Trying to find page up there. There's it. Copy her link here. And that is Ajax link. And Gloria, you say you're on your way over for dinner, huh? I don't know if you can make it in time. But no, this is the beans are for the family reunion tomorrow, so I'm getting them cooked up now. And we'll throw them in the back fridge. Quiet. Oh, shut up, you little twit. So, and then we'll throw them in the back fridge once they cool down. And then transfer them over to a slow cooker tomorrow. And then plug them in and heat them up. They're already cooked, they just need to be heated up. So, and I've got 40 seconds to take this cover off, and I'll show you what they look. I'm going to stir them up a little bit as well. So any questions on the Mediterranean diet? I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty good at it. I'm a damn good cook from what I'm told. If anybody tells you I'm not, is lying their asses off.
Or your wife.
You can't lie your ass off. You always tell me the truth. So here we are. We're going to open this up. The oven. And oh my God, the smell. The aroma, it is just smelling so awesome. Oh. I should have lowered the oven rack a little bit, but that's all right. Here is after 45 minutes of cooking. What we'll do, sorry if I'm making anybody dizzy by moving it around, stir that up. You could easily make 2 batches of this in one pan. In the pan I'm using. Otherwise you can use a plastic pan for one batch. Not a plastic, a tin pan, tin foil pan, and do that. Or like I said, you could just put them in a, throw everything together in a slow cooker and cook it on high for about 2 to 3 hours. You know, so you know what's funny? I got a dog that's sitting here growling. I don't know if you can see him. Probably not. Oh, there's a doggo. But it's dark in the living room, so you probably ain't gonna see him. But I ain't gonna go turn on a light either, because I'm lazy. And if the wife says otherwise, makes a comment about me being lazy, it's not true. There the dogs go again. So, what should I talk about for 20 or 19 minutes? um, We'll try to this channel going to the other one.
Oh, he's actually in there.
Nice kitchen. Right now, Gloria, it is a
I
mess.
won't share this with any of the JCs.
Cleaned it up as best I could for the video.
Oh.
But
What?
our youngest said he would have this cleaned up by the weekend, so that's all right.
Sorry.
I'll do it.
Must have not been paying no attention.
I don't know. Give me a topic to talk about in the next 18 minutes. Even if I don't know anything about it, I'll make something up and make it look like I know something about it.
Want to know what I was talking about before?
Yeah, I want to know what you're laughing about.
Somebody messaged me a question and I misread it. And nearly gave them a heart attack.
Well, it's not the last time.
Probably not. That's what I was laughing at.
Well, I ain't gonna ask you what the question was and what your response was, because
It was who's scheduled at the soda booth, and I told them they were, because I read the question as what adult is at the soda booth. And so I didn't tell her any of the kids that were there. But it's scheduled there.
best drama.
Well, that
Oh,
was, he was fine, but it just made me laugh.
but my pug. So let's see. All right. Well, let's see. Just making calico beans for the family reunion tomorrow. That's our contribution. Everybody else is going to be bringing something, so we're going to have a whole bunch of food. You know, and you bring your own chairs, your own plates and plasticware for yourself. You know, the only thing that anybody shares is the food. Bring your own drinks too. So, I mean, there's people that bring cookies and meatballs, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that garbage is going to go out. But I can take care of it later since I filled it. People just bring all kinds of stuff. But our youngest is going to stay here, of course. He's watching dogs all weekend. 5 of them. Because we got rid of 2 because 2 went back to their owner. But seriously, these calico beans, after you take the cover off after cooking for 5 minutes, the aroma is just so wow. It is. You don't want to cook them for the next 20 minutes on cover. You just want to cool them off and you can dig into them right then and there. That's how good they smell. And they taste so damn good. Oh, yeah. And they got baked in it. But, you know, let's see. You know, 15 more minutes. I think the most people I had in here was 3. But anyways,
I was sneaky.
how many you got in there?
It made it harder.
Ooh.
I was sneaky.
Yeah, I ain't gonna argue that. Gloria, Calico beans, you'll love them. All it is you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different beans with molasses, brown sugar, ketchup, mustard, of course your pork and beans. You know, and hamburger and bacon in it. That's all it is. And the flavors are melding as they cook. But now they're sitting overnight. And then we heat them up in the morning. The flavors are gonna really meld. They're gonna really blend in, and it's just gonna pop. They're just gonna pop. You know, I don't make. The first time I actually cooked, I burnt water. And then the second time I cooked, I scorched macaroni and cheese because I didn't know you had to stir it. Mom goes, well, didn't you read the box? No, I didn't read the box. That's what you're there for, Mom.
Don't teenager.
I wasn't a teenager. I was preteen. I was like 8 or 9, something like that. Didn't hear my wife is picking on me, calling me names.
Some kid. How's that?
A dumb kid.
Yeah.
See the use I put up with in this house? I get called all kinds of names. I get everything is done to me except beat up. She won't beat me up. Even though I expressed it, she won't beat me up.
Too easy.
Only the adults will understand that.
Too easy.
There's nothing easy about me.
What's that meeting you up?
Only because I let you. Yes, I let her beat me up because the benefits of letting her beat me up are we just don't go there. Hey Randy, how you doing? You're here in time because in 12 minutes I'm going to pull my Calico beans out of the oven and I'm going to show you all the end result of putting 4 or 5 different beans together with molasses, mustard, bacon, meat, and onions, and ketchup. I'll even show you the recipe a little bit too. Family recipe, ain't nothing secret about it. You can find other Calico beans online, their recipes. But this is my family. I'll show it to you here at the end. You know, but you know, yeah, I just get picked. It's like I'm Rodney Dangerfield in this house. I get no respect, absolutely no respect. But I can't shout out a Rodney Dangerfield joke to save my life. But you know, I'm going to issue out a challenge here to a Mr. James. When I get my tank filled on my grill, I suppose I could do charcoal. That, you know, I got my briquette still, and I can still do that. But I'm gonna do a grilling video, Jamin, and I'm gonna show y'all how to grill. Well, I can't say Minnesota way because it's grilling anywhere in the States. You know, it's pretty much the same. But I'm going to show you how to grill. What am I going to grill? I don't know. I have not a clue. You know, I could teach you how to grill a steak, but that's going to be like maybe a 5-8 minute video. That's not long enough. I cook my steaks medium rare. I don't cook them any longer than that because the more done you cook a steak, the more flavor you lose. And I'm one of them people who say, you don't need steak sauce on your steak if it's cooked right. Well, if you cook it with the steak, it adds flavor. Even if you just have it on the side, just to dip it, it adds flavor. So I'm not totally against it. But me personally, I love my steak without steak sauce. I'm a firm believer if you cook it right, you don't need the steak sauce. You know, so maybe I could do that. I don't know. With cut up potatoes in tin foil. You know, I found my grate for to cook veggies on the grill, so I can get that out and do that. You know, but yeah, Jim, and I'm going to teach you how to grill, and so that's my challenge to you. If I do a grilling video, you got to do one and show me how you grill. I guarantee you, my grilling's a lot better. Everybody loves my girl. You know, but so that's one issue. Also, the Jamin. Randy, I could issue you a challenge, but I don't know what I would challenge you on. You know, we challenged Nads with One-Eyed Joe or Cotton-Eyed Joe. I don't think she's going to do that. Maybe you could have you sing Cotton-Eyed Joe. Just and I hear static. Is that static?
Static, that's my jewelry cleaning.
Oh, the wife is cleaning jewelry. Sounds like static. Well, anyways, um, I mentioned earlier about the unaffiliated. After the 3 hour mark, we got a little crazy and a little wild, and like I said, we just ain't gonna go there. But I just gave you the time mark to go look. But yeah, what to talk about for 7 minutes? What to talk about for 7 minutes? Oh, geez. How not to cook bacon naked? I could talk about that. For one, you just don't cook bacon naked. Nope. You put on a shirt and you put on some pajama pants. Socks and shoes are optional. And you want to, if you want to protect yourself, you don't want all that grease splatter. But as I told, process these goes over your pan, stops the grease from splattering. I use this when I cook bacon. It works. It doesn't leave your stove all that clean, but it stops it from getting on you. So if you ever want to cook bacon naked, use one of these. It works. Trust me. It saves a lot of things from getting burnt. Oh yeah, Randy, it was fun. Oh God. That was 4 hours of just us talking and bullshitting and having a blast. You know, um, we just talked about anything and everything, you know, and it just things that just the things you talk about when you have no set subject, and you just go and you just talk and talk and talk. Promise. Next time Jamin goes 4 hours, we're just gonna hunt him down and beat him over the head with a stick or something. I'm still sitting going, why did I say that stuff? Why did I accept that challenge? Because I wore a dress at the Renaissance Festival because I lost the challenge. Yeah. And y'all ain't gonna see pictures of that. And y'all ain't gonna see pictures of me, a drag queen, trying to teach me how to walk like a woman. It's out there. I know who has it, but I gotta tell you, I ain't stupid. I ain't gonna post that shit for people to see. Because you all blackmail me with that. You know. So, oh, and Randy, since you're here, I got me another watermelon. Sorry, I had to do that. Um, I think the watermelon's going to be our little thing, our little joke. Um, I'm having fun with it. I hope you are too. It is something fun, just something we can just give each other crap about, you know. Come the winter, we'll probably pick something else. Maybe I'll just eat one of those peppers on a show. And I've got 3 minutes yet. I've been wanting to try one of these, and they say that it's not hot. I'm like, I'm gonna pick the wrong one. I'm gonna wash this off. I probably picked the wrong one to eat. So I'm gonna give it a try. This is the candy cane pepper. And they're right. This is just as mild as a bell pepper. So this is one that I could take with some ranch veggie dip and just dip in there and eat. It's not hot. It's very super mild. I've got some early flame, a jalapeno, and another one I can't remember. And those three are hot. I ain't gonna go grab one of those. Oh, I don't know. I ain't stupid. You know. But yeah, the candy cane pepper, very nice flavor. Better than a bell pepper or the sweet bells. Tastes a lot better. Very, very nice flavor. I can't even describe it. I can't even tell you what it tastes like. It's good, but it's like a bell pepper, but a sweet bell pepper, but better. Does that make sense? Um, oh yeah, I love watermelon. I just don't like the effects of it after you drink the juice, a lot of the juice. I ain't gonna go into that one. But yeah, candy cane peppers, really good. Recommend them. Also, sweet peppers are good for you. Yes, they are. And here we go. And the timer's done. Here we go. Turning off the heat. And I'm gonna pull this out quick, and then I'll show you the video. I'll zoom in on it. The beans. The beans. Oh yeah, the beans are done. Oh, it smells good. Stir it up a bit. Oh yeah, that just smells. Oh, that smells wonderful. All right, let me pull this out. Calico beans, all finished product. Steam coming out. It smells just wonderful, and it's in a medium-sized roaster. Might be the large one. Can't remember. Maybe it is the big one. There you go. And like I said, I'll show you the recipe. If y'all can read that. If you want the recipe, let me know, and I'll send it to you. Get this camera turned around. Ah, there we go. Where's my ugly face? Yeah. So there you go. Calico beans. Made from start to finish. Been on an hour and a half, but it was worth it. Eating a candy cane pepper. Not hot. Tastes pretty damn good. So, Gloria, when you get here, the beans will be cold. And we're pretty much, we'll be packing up. Yeah, by the time you get here, we probably ain't going to be here because got to be at my dad's by 9:30. We got to stop by Fest and pick up a couple of chairs for us to sit in. So we're leaving pretty early. So maybe I'll eat a jalapeno next time. If I'm brave enough. So there you go. Calico beans. If you want to me to send you the recipe, because I did put it on, I did show it on here. Let me know. I'll send it to you. As a matter of fact, I'll just take a picture of it and just send you the picture. That way you've got it, you know. And I'll end the video with that, letting them cool down. Oh, and just so you know, those calico beans taste just wonderful when you come right out of the oven. They're going to taste even better tomorrow once all the flavors all blended in and get reheated. Oh my God. It's not as good as sex or riding a bike or anything like that, but it's up in the top 10, you know. So, and give me about a half hour. So probably around, well, maybe 7:45, 8 o'clock, and the Biker Roadhouse will be coming on. Yeah, the last Friday until October, because this man ain't got time on a Friday to do the Biker Roadhouse when he's out at the Renaissance. So, and we'll probably move it to a different date. Still thinking on that, but yeah. So about 8 o'clock, Biker Roadhouse. I'll broadcast it on here and on the Biker Roadhouse channel. The link's here in the chat. There's, I've got the process, AJOTs, Biker Road, scroll up, check these guys out. If you haven't, AJOT, check her out. She's really good. If you like what you see, subscribe. Appreciate it. Helps her out. And she's helping me out. So, scratch my back, scratch yours. I'd help her out either way. So check them out. Calico beans. It's literally a meal by itself. Literally. We'll catch y'all later in about a half hour. Be safe, keep the rubber side down, and be a decent human.